With so many badge perks of max plus 1s and max plus 2s, it's hard to know what's the best ones to do for your build. What I'm doing in this video is getting the best information out there from 2K Labs, 2K Toots, and other sources, and even my own gameplay experience to give you guys the best badges to max plus 1 and max plus 2 in NBA 2K26. ¿Qué pasa to the pack? It is Pack here. If you like NBA 2K26 help, tips, and content, please join the pack and subscribe. And here we go. What I'm doing is a tier list. Every single badge I mentioned in this video, I believe is worth either max plus 1ing or 2ing. If I don't mention a badge that you're looking for, that means that I think it's not worth max plus 1ing or 2ing. There's just other badges that are better. We're gonna go from D tier all the way to S tier. Let's start off with D tier. I can't believe we're starting off this controversial. Set Shot Specialist. I do not think this is a good badge to use your max plus 1s and 2s. Here's the issue. It's really easy to shoot in NBA 2K26. So because it's so easy, getting Set Shot Specialist, wasting max plus 1s and 2s on it is kind of useless. The difference between Gold and Legend is a little high, but if you're not making your wide open shots, I don't care what badge you have. It's probably your fault. Now, the reason why I have it here is that if you're a center with a really low 3 rating, or you have a bronze set shot, then maybe sure. Besides that, you don't need to have it here. Another one I have is strong handle. It just doesn't matter as much as it did last year. Last year, strong handle was a big deal because people weren't moving very fast and lightning launch wasn't that broken last year. Strong handle was very good and strength was a big deal. They kind of removed the importance of strength this year. You just really don't need strong handle. But if you're a slasher that dedicates their game to slashing, yes, strong handle in Hall of Fame is still the best version of the badge you can get. The last one on D tier is Box Out Beast. Here's the thing. It's not that it's a bad badge. The issue is the only people that need Box Out Beast are people that rebound, which is usually bigs. And if your big doesn't already have it on Hall of Fame, I don't know what he's doing. You need to have a high rebound rating to rebound. So it gives you Box Out Beast on Hall of Fame already. I mean, it's a tier 2 badge. So like if you're a big, sure, get it from Hall of Fame to Legend. Why not? Besides that one instance, it's an okay badge. I don't think you need a max plus 1 or 2 it. Wait, we are doing a giveaway. If you want to win 75,000 VC, I am picking one lucky winner this Friday. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment done, and I'll pick one lucky winner every Friday to give 75,000 VC. Let's get back to the video. Now we're on to C tier. All these badges, I believe, have serious uses. The first one is Rebound Chaser. Any other year, Rebound Chaser would be at the S tier, for sure. The issue with this year is that nobody misses. So like bigs aren't super depending on rebounds this year. And again, if you don't already have this badge on like Gold, Hall of Fame, or even Legend as a big, you're already making a mistake. It's more of a rating problem than a badge problem. If you, for whatever reason, have some extra max plus 1s and 2s as a center, sure. But more than anything, it's about positioning and having a good enough rating, which you probably should already, so you're fine. A controversial one is Bailout. So here's the issue. If you're gonna be a great player that plays against really good people, you need Bailout because people are gonna contest you and there's gonna be moments when you need to kick it out. And if you kick it out without Bailout, it's a turnover, 100%. The issue is Bronze Bailout is kind of buns this year. You kind of need Gold Bailout to be successful with it. According to last year's 2K Labs, which badge information is the same last year as it is this year in terms of stats, Gold is a big jump from Bronze and it's more than 50% of the time successful. I do think you need it on Gold if you're gonna be bailing out of passes. This is a good one. The next badge is On Ball Menace. On Ball Menace is a good badge this year. I just think that there's other things that are more important, like fighting through screens and contesting. We're gonna talk about that in a second. And if you already have it on like Gold, I do think Gold is pretty good regardless. If you're a player that only has it on Bronze, get it on Gold. If you're a player that's purely defender and have it on Gold, get it to Legend. Another badge, Posterizer. Posterizer on Gold is, I'd argue, the best you can get it at. And I'm someone that dunks a lot. The difference between silver and gold to me has been pretty big. The thing is, very, very few people are like posterizing people this year. There's a lot of people that are dunking, but getting posters is kind of uncommon this year. I feel like this is the least common posterizing 2K ever. That's also the good thing, because if you are able to do it, it makes you more broken than everybody else. If you can get it to gold, I do think it's a good call. Another one I have down in C tier is Slippery Off Ball. It's a good badge. People that dex they need a badge like this. It's a tier 2 badge also, so it's kind of cheap. Slippery off ball is a very good badge. It's just, again, I'd much rather focus on other shooting badges than this. And finally, a movable enforcer. This helps stop blow-bys. And this tier, it's actually very common for people to blow by you because they're so fast. Plus, it's a tier 2 badge. I don't think this is a bad badge at all to get. There's other defensive badges I think matter more, but it's a tier 2 badge. If you're ever in a situation where you're like, I don't know what's a max +2 or 1, I have my immovable enforcer on +1 because it's like there was really nothing else that was important besides this. We don't have too many for B tier, but there are a couple. First up is Limitless Rain. Tricky badge because it's a good badge. Getting it on gold or getting it on legend is very, very good this year. When you get it on legend, you actually have a pure green window on deep shots, and that's the only way to get that. So that's why you do want it on legend. The issue is very few people play this way. If you don't have the 3-point rating and the build for it, it's not as important. Plus, the window of what is a deep shot that allows it to have a pure green window isn't very big. And on top of that, Deep Bomber, the takeover, already lets you do that with lower ratings. That's what makes this one so tricky. But if you're very good at the game that can hit these deep shots consistently, it's a broken badge. The other badge that I think will always be here is Break Starter. The issue is it's a tier 1 badge, but if you are the big man in rec, in threes, and you rebound and you have to kick it to your point guard that's running across the court, you need it on gold minimum. So if you're the big that doesn't have it on gold, get it to gold. That's not going to be a lot of you guys because a lot of bigs already have good pass accuracy, but gold is mandatory if you're a big. Now we are on the A tier. In my opinion, all of these are really important. This is actually the first badge that I max +2, and that is Challenger. If you've been playing NBA 2K26, you know the contests are broken. This helps you get contests. I'm a 6'8", I'm contesting 7'4s, I'm contesting point guards that are running around screens and fading. I would not be able to without this on legend. If you're the defender on your team, you really need it. In fact, because contests are so broken this year, I argue everybody needs it high. Players this year can hit yellow contests, and unless you have Challenger, you're not going to be getting those red contests with a hand in their face. This is a very good badge you need. This one's a no-brainer every year. Interceptor. Think about it. In NBA 2K26, people don't miss, right? So if you can't make them miss from shots, what you have to do is turn the ball over with a steal. Glove is horrible this year, so the only way you're gonna get a steal is with Interceptor. If you're in the passing lane, you can get it on gold. Gold is the best bang for your buck value for Interceptor. I even try to get it to legend whenever I can. It's a great badge. And I think honestly, everybody on your team needs to have Interceptor at least on gold. Up next, we have High Flying Denier. This one is obvious. Paint Patroller is actually an overrated badge compared to High Flying Denier this year because interior defense doesn't matter so much as block does. And block gives you High Flying Denier. So anybody that tries to dunk on you, or you can even get chase down blocks with High Flying Denier. If you are the big man, you want to be +2ing High Flying Denier on gold over Paint Patrol. This is very similar to the one I was talking about earlier. Like Challenger, Pick Dodger needs to be high. You need your Pick Dodger on Hall of Fame. As somebody that has to fight through screens like my life depends on it, I'm telling you right now, the sweet spot is Hall of Fame. These screens will hit you and people can hit any shot. So if you want to get those contests that you need to get on these point guards, Pick Dodger on Hall of Fame is essentially a mandatory badge to have if you're the defender. And an obvious one, Brick Wall. Hall of Fame is one of the better badges you can get for Brick Wall. A lot of bigs don't have their strength super high. So an easy way to bypass this is that you have your strength low because strength is overrated this year. And then you +2 your Brick Wall on Hall of Fame to set those big screens as the big, and it's perfect. So this is a very good badge to +2 as well. And finally, S tier, these 3 badges, you have to either max +1 or max +2 in some way. Let's talk. Up first, the best badge in the game, Shifty Shooter. If you're gonna be the player that's doing fadeaways at the 3-point line, Shifty Shooter is the one you have to get. It's simple as that. It is the most consistent shot in the game. It's worth 3 points, which is super valuable. It is broken. You can hit dumb shots without takeover with your Shifty Shooter on legend. This is a non-negotiable. You need this badge. Speaking of non-negotiables, Lightning Launch is insane this year. For a lot of builds, it's actually a tier 2 badge, which is nuts. The reason why it's so important is that if you are a 6'8", you know you can only get your Lightning Launch on a silver, right? You can max +2 it to get it on Hall of Fame on a tier 2. And if you're a small guard that's doing fadeaways at the 3-point line, getting it on legend is also broken. Legend is actually the biggest boost you get from Lightning Launch. So either getting on legend or Hall of Fame is absolutely mandatory if you're the guard on your team. It's a no-brainer pick. You have to use this one. And finally, this is kind of like a recent development, handles for days. So a big reason why I've learned how to get stops on players is I'm understanding stamina. The game right now as a defender is getting the person I'm guarding to have as little as stamina as possible before they shoot. Because once they shoot, the lower the stamina, the lower chance they have of making that shot. And that's why guarding people lately has started to get a lot easier, except for the guys that have Hall of Fame and legend handles for days, because they dribble, do a fadeaway, and I'm like, oh, they have no stamina, we're fine. And they green it. These guys are unguardable with infinite stamina with handles for days on Hall of Fame. If you are an ISO scorer, if you're the leading scorer on your team, you have to get it minimum Hall of Fame, and then obviously legend is also good. It's just broken right now. These three of shifty shooter, lightning launch, and handles for days all on legend is unfair. If you're able to do that, you need to do that. And that is my list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you like this channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.